Hi everyone. So Eastasiasoft has announced their physical releases for October 2021, which is Bard's Gold Complete Edition and Just Ignore Them and My Big Sister Collection. So I thought I'd do a little video just looking at the gameplay of Bard's Gold. I played this game back when it first came out, and to be honest, I wasn't very impressed with it. I played it for not long, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and I just didn't get on with it. I didn't like the controls, and so, oops, that was a, a silly early death. Yeah, I didn't like the game. I didn't like the controls, and so I just gave up on it, to be honest. So I thought let's do another video. Let's kind of give it a try and just see what it's like now that a little bit of time has passed. Um, so aim of this game right now seems to be basically collect the key from each level and then get to the door on the level. In terms of mechanics, you've got a double jump and you can shoot a knife. Um, Controls wise, and that was what kind of put me off the first time. It feels a little stiff in terms of the jump. Um, it's not actually. I think it's not too bad. Playing it again now, it's not as bad as I remember it feeling. So maybe I was a little bit harsh in terms of that judgment back when I first played it. Oh, that was annoying. From what I've read about the game, it is supposed to be very difficult. There are a few modes. So the complete edition that we're getting from Eastasiasoft does have a few more modes that are not, sorry, a few more levels that are not in the base game. Um, Now, it doesn't sound like they're massive, to be honest. It doesn't sound like a massive amount of additional content from what I've read online. But I guess it's something. Something worth also pointing out, a bit of a annoyance, I guess, with this particular game being one of the last physical releases on the Vita, is that's annoying. Um, One of the annoyances about this being one of the last physicals on the Vita is that this was already released physically by Limited Run Games. Obviously, not the complete edition, which is what's coming out from Eastasiasoft, but we did have this game already coming out from. It's already been released by by Limited Run Games. That's not a great in terms of um, us getting essentially the same game again that we received previously. And if you guys like me have been keeping up on your limited run games collection, then you're basically paying. We're going to be paying for the same game again, which is a shame. Um, so that is a little bit of a frustration, and it doesn't seem like the amount of extra content is really enough, in my opinion, to justify the extra cost that we're going to be paying to get this from East Soft. Now, obviously, this is up to you guys whether you want to buy it or not. Um, I know a lot of Vita collectors do try and buy, everything to get a full set. So it will be up to you guys whether you feel that this is worth the extra money or not. Um, I do feel like it's okay as a game. In terms of actually, I think I was a little harsh in terms of my initial judgment. It doesn't control as badly as I thought. It is a little bit stiff, but not too bad. Um, but it's got decent pixel graphics. Um, it seems okay, but not one of the games I would have wanted to be one of the final Vita games to be getting a physical release. Oh, that was close. Um, it's I mean, these last few games. Oh, what happened? Oh, I didn't see that enemy. Um, oh, so you only have 3 lives in this game. Okay, completely forgot that. Ooh, so okay, there's roguelike elements. I can upgrade my life, but I. Oh, okay, I don't have enough jumps, so I've done a little upgrade, but not much. Okay, sorry. As I was saying, so yeah, this doesn't feel like a great release for the final games on the Vita. So East Asia Soft are not going to be releasing a any physical games in November, and so they'll be releasing games in December. I don't know how many. I assume two because that's what they've been doing regularly in terms of their releases, two a month. It could be more than that. Not sure. I guess we'll find out in December. If that is not the case, then maybe they'll do a couple more. Maybe they'll do 3 or 4, just since it's the final ever month of releases from East Asia Soft. But it's disappointing that this is one of the last games that's coming out. A re-release of a game that's already been released physically, and oh, that was close. Um, yeah, a re-release of a game that's already been out physically from limited run games, with a little bit of extra content, but definitely not something that I think is worthy of an additional release from Eastasiasoft, in my opinion. The other games coming out, so it is Just Ignore Them and My Big Sister. So these are two horror games that were published by Ratalaika Games quite a while ago now. Now I haven't played either of them fully. I played them both a bit. Um, they did get decent reviews at least, so I think people did enjoy them, which is good. Although they are supposed to be very, very short. I think about a couple of hours each, which is not that great. It's when I think of physical games, and I think I've spoken about this before. When I think about physical games, I've got this kind of almost checklist of what I would want from a physical game. It should be something with a big file size, so you'd rather have it physically than digitally. It should be something that has replay value, so it's a reason for you to own it physically as opposed to just having it digitally, in case servers were ever to go down. And it's a game that basically is good. So if you're going to spend, £30 on a game rather than the digital version, which could be just say £2 or £3, or maybe £5. I think in the case of this game, then it needs to be a good game for you to justify that spend, because uh, there are so many good games that are fairly priced these days, that to spend so much money on a bad game just is doesn't seem worth it. And I feel like we're getting this month for November, we're getting some pretty, in this game, an average game. In My Big Sister and Just Ignore Them, we're getting decent game, but not necessarily worth, I think, to have a not worthy of sort of a physical release. There are so many other games that we could have had, and East Asia Soft. I know they're not kind of just sitting around and just they went for kind of the lowest tier of games. They did try and get good games. They tried to probably get games like Rogue Legacy or whatever. I'm sure they put effort into that. But as at times it just feels like I would rather them not put any game out than put a game that's average, or even in some cases below average, when you think about some of the games they've released. So yeah, this it doesn't feel like a great month, if I'm honest, guys. I'm Am I going to grab these games? I'm tempted to get this just because it's the complete version, and it's not going to get a it's not getting a digital release on Vita. So it's and that also is another little trend that I'm not hugely a fan of, where we don't get where we're not going to get the digital releases of some of these games. So obviously it's happened with a lot of games like Unmetal and Horizon Chase Turbo, and those were good games, and definitely worth kind of grabbing digitally, because they're worth games worth having and worth playing. But for something like this, it's a shame that this is going to be physical is the only way to kind of get this game now, the complete version. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether it's worth getting or whether I want to get it, but I've got another day to think about it. Guys, if you do plan on picking this up, so I know I've been complaining about this game now for however long this video has been going, like 8 or so minutes. Um, if you do plan on picking it up, I will have my my Play Asia affiliate link in the description. So you'll just help my channel out a little bit if you can use that when you buy the game, or if you buy this or the other game, My Big Sister. That would be very much appreciated. Um, so what else can I say about this game now that I've been playing it for this 10 minutes? So when you die, you start back at the beginning. It seems like you're basically replaying the same levels again. Um, Oops, I keep haven't got much time either. Actually, there's a time limit on each level, so there is a bit of kind of time pressure and urgency, which is a good thing when you're playing these games. Actually, I do think the controls are okay. You've got an upgrade system, you've got a roguelike element as well. There seems to be there's another mode, a roguelike mode. So it seems like there is a decent amount of content. I don't think it's actually that bad a game. Um, Now that I'm kind of playing it again, is it worth the £30? Not sure. Not sure. I think as a digital, oh, how did that happen? As a digital release, that's not too bad. That for £5, I think it was. I'm not sure it's worth £30 for the physical release, but obviously that'll be up to everyone to decide. So, guys, let me know in the comments, are you planning to pick up Bard's Gold Complete Edition or just ignore them in My Big Sister collection? Now that you've seen some of the gameplay, has that swayed you in any way? Is that making you feel like this is a game worth picking up? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.